Right, welcome back to the 8-Bit Challenge. This is episode 85, and here we have Xenon on the ZX Spectrum. No time like the present, let's just get on with it. Yes, a game that I only played back in the day on the ST and the Amiga. Very small amounts of it. I didn't actually really enjoy it. It was a good game at the time, but I just didn't warm to it. So yeah, that was the problem. I just didn't warm to it, so I never really gave it much time. But it's very good on the Spectrum. Very clear, clarity, the crisp graphics. Yeah, very clever what they did for well, it runs a 48K machine without the music, so very clever what they did here. But anyway, this is Mutant Catterpillar's challenge to me, and before we get into this, better do a reminisce of the last episode, 84, where I gave him Manic Mine on the ZX Spectrum. I kind of had a feeling he would beat me at it, and he did, so congratulations on that. But he only beat me just. It was 104 points he beat me by. So I just had a feeling he would beat me at that. He seems to have my number at the moment. It's causing me problems on platform games, especially One Life Stips. He's nicked some sore ones off me. When he did 7 sticks of dynamite on Dynamite Dan and matched me, the writing should have been on the wall there for me. Oh, okay, got some fuel, that's good. So that stopped the rot. I won 6 in a row up to that point, so he stopped the rot there. And yes, he was quite smug. He even played my video of my run and challenged him 83 on the phone while I was recording it. And hopes now that not only has he stopped my rot, but again I will go through one of those phases where I will start losing a crap load of challenges. I think he's got ahead of himself here because I have got quite used to this game very quickly. In fact, what you're watching now is just 2 hours of practice. Never played the Spectrum version before in my life, apart from when I long played it some time ago, but that was using Infinite Shield fuel cheap. But the hardest level of this game is definitely level 3, especially the second part of it. It's just the ridiculous amount of enemy bullets that come up to you, and the amount of time these bloody Guardians take to kill off. But yes, he thinks that because he stopped the rot, he's hoping that once again, that's the first of 8 Guardians. Get these first, and I'll swap the ship. Yes, he's hoping once again history repeats itself and R4 far behind. Well, not if I have anything to say with it, to do with it. That isn't going to happen. Can't fly over and back around. Good. Now, what's made it a bit easier for me is, well, it's not easier. He's picked a game where I have to use bloody 6 buttons again. Knows my feelings about that. 6 buttons is okay up to a point, but when you're having to suddenly look down at the keyboard and find the button you need to press to suddenly change your ship, it's a nightmare. Where he's used to playing with 6 buttons, uses a little pinky, I suppose, to change to bomb and fire button, or to change ship into tank or whatever in this case, in this particular game. But I'm not. I don't like it. I had the same problem with Pigs UXP, which was quite a few episodes ago. I had no chance in it because there's an extra button you use for duck, to duck the bombs, and I just couldn't. I was always having to look down and erratically and panically try and find that button, and when I did that I would die. So yeah, I don't like that. But whereas you've got games like the Trapdoor, does have 6 buttons, but that's a very slow, methodical game. You can take your time and look down on the keyboard and find the key you need to press. Again, this is a fast game, especially on level 3. You've got to suddenly change. So I'm using my Quick Shot 2 and I have to reach over to the M button on my toast rack to change into the plane, and vice versa. But yeah, it's very good what they did with this game. However, they did mess up a little bit with the detection, the hit detection. There you go, it's level 1 done. Straight on with level 2. That reminded me, yeah, I dug file as well, Xenon ROM or whatever you want to call it, and it wouldn't let me load level 2, but now I've got to work in there. So I'm playing this on the SD device. Pro MMC1, whatever it's bloody called. Come on, I need a side shot, that's for sure. And that was terrible, Darren. That was rubbish. And I'm getting mullered by these bullets. I've got no bonus there. The thing is about this game, it is predictable because, there we go, lovely. You know what enemies leave what pods. It's always the same. Always the same. I've got used to it now. Loads of them P's and bloody, yeah, F's, that's right. And I know it will give me a side shot the moment I've passed all this, which is bloody useless. To begin with, I have to, it's good for the second part of the game, but when I need it now, that would give it me now, watch, I bet you. There you go, side shot. It's the same ones, so it's predictable there. The Guardians are predictable too, but they take longer to hit. Same movement, they don't change at all. On the 16 bits though, there are 2 different Guardians. No, there's 4 actually, I'm on about. Right? Definitely 3, there's definitely 3, I think one of them's repeated, but as you can see this is the same Guardian, it does it on all 4 levels. But my goal, the steps I've been given to me, is I have to, well he completed it, so I've got to complete this game. And if I do, I have to complete it with less lives lost than he did. Now he lost 2 lives, which gave him, you see at the top underneath my score, the left hand side of the score is my life counter, that says 3. So he completed it with the number 1, so it means he lost 2 lives. So I've got to complete this with losing no more than 1 life. If I lose 2 lives and complete it, then it goes down to score. And I can't remember what his score was because I think he clocked the scoreboard twice. Hopefully that's not going to happen. Over we go. Yeah, level 3 is the worst. Level 4 is a doddle compared to level 3. Level 3 on stage B, you've got I've counted 62 gun turrets. It's just complete hell. There we go, right. So, second part of the stage. Now I've got the side bullets, I'll be able to get rid of a lot of these baddies quite easily now. But I'll tell you something, it is a good game, but I was never a Xenon fan really back in the day. Come here. But you know, it's a good game. But going quickly back to Manic Miner, yeah, it didn't hurt too much. I had a feeling he would beat me on it. I just had a feeling that he would nip me on it, and he did. He only beat me by 104 points, that's nothing. But he just nipped me. Yeah, I've got to start being a bit more careful with these platform games. Because he seems to be matching me, in some cases bloody beating me. So I don't want that happening too often, so I might change my strategy, I think. I've got in mind what I'm going to give him next. Pondering on my mind, I know by the time I finish this game I've made my mind up. So, yes. But there's a terrible glitch, I think, on this game. The programmers didn't check. Oh, we're coming up to the Guardian again already. Well, there's a... How can I say it? There's something I have an issue with, and there's something that the game, there is a problem. There's definitely a collision detection problem on the left-hand side of the screen on levels 2 and 4. It would just kill you for no reason. You get too far close to the left, you lose life. It just kills you. It's very unfair. Very bad collision detection. And the second thing is my particular gripe with it. Like now, if I fail now, not only do I go back to the beginning of the stage, I go back to the beginning of the stage. In other words, I've got to do both Guardians again. I think that's bloody cruel. That's a big black mark on their behalf. If you die, you should either be able to carry on where you were, or at least if you're in the second part of the level and you die, it should send you back to just after the mid-level boss that you defeated. Level 3, there we go, and I need a Wii shortly, so I'm going to probably pause it after this. I'm going to carry on. This is the toughest level, but the second part is hell. Now I've learned homing missile, that's perfect, I want that. I should get fuel here, this next one, because I know it. Fuel, there we go, and next should be laser. Laser, there we go. See, it's the same thing all the time. After a while you get to know where the pods are. Whoa. 3. Yeah, I've changed using my Quickshot 2 Turbo for Let's Long Plays, Let's Plays, and well, not so much Let's Plays, but long plays and no, it's just fly past you. And 8-bit challenges because of wear and tear, and it's a lot of clicking. Now I know some of you like the clicking sounds, nostalgia, but some it can get a bit irritating, especially when on the games like this where you're firing all the time. Click, 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 click. It's a much more precise joystick, but yeah, it doesn't do the video very good. So yeah, I won't do that. Oh, here we go. First, no bonuses there. This is where the Guardians take a lot longer. It does my head in. It really does. I think they take too long, and the bullets are much faster now. Got top amount of fuel though, so unless I really screw up here, I should be okay for the second part of the game. But as I said, no matter where you die, I could get right to the end of this level, I die, and I'm sent right back to the beginning again. I think that's beyond cool. That's worse than Ghost and Goblins syndrome. That is. At least it's got a couple of checkpoints. But this hasn't got any. But for a game I've never played on, well, not on the Spectrum anyway, even on the 16 bits I didn't play much of it. For a game that I've only been playing for 2 hours, I have learnt it very, very quickly. It's just getting used to that change with the ship button. There, keep going up, a bit more fire there. It takes so many hits, so many hits. The next part of this stage is terrible. It's all hell. It's easily the worst part of the game. There's no letting up. You must get the laser. Well, hey, I've got the laser, but I need the side shots. Without that. And I've also learnt that try not to worry too much about all the little bullets during the levels, not the game boss, but these little bullets, which is what this thing's firing at you. Don't worry about them too much because they don't take too much energy off unless you're getting absolutely mullered by them. Come on, a bit more there, that's it, come on. Up and a bit more there, a bit more there, a bit more there. Good. Nope. One. Good. Oh. Yes, I've got to try and wipe any hope or smirkiness off his face. He thinks that he's going to start piling up the wins again. Well, not if I have anything to say with it. Not if I can help it, he won't. So it's currently 14:10 at the moment. Was 13:10, but it said he got Manic Mine off me. But I don't know how to come back. God, this damn thing, it takes forever. Oh. Oh, Jesus. That's it, get me now, a bit more, that's it. Come on, there can't be much left of you. I mean, it should have an energy bar, you don't know how many hits to go. No chance of knowing what. what's left, what powers he's got left in him. That wasn't very good. Could have got a few more hits in then. Oh, come on. How many more bloody hits do you need? Gotcha. Thank God for that. Oh, right. I think I'm going to have a wee, so I shall be back shortly. Right, sorry about that. I was desperate. Right, laser. We've got lasers. This is the worst part of the game. You get through this bit, you should be able to complete that. But I need the side shot. I've got to get this side shot. And I've got it. That's good. Okay. Oh, no, get through there, thank you. So it gets worse than that. 62 gun turrets altogether. I need this as well because that is fuel. So we're all tanked up, got lots of fuel. This is the worst part of the game we're coming up to now. You get absolutely mullered, but you have to keep calm and not be too intimidated by all the bullets. Otherwise, see, I'm getting hammered there, and I expect it to come out a lot worse than that. I've just got to make it through these turrets, and there's a fuel pod waiting for me. Look at this lot, I'm getting mullered here. Good God. But I know there's a fuel pod coming up, but I must... Here, I've got to get these two. Come on. Gotcha. Good, 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 good. And here we go again. Another half hour of boredom. Easily the hardest part of the stage of the game, this. Right. Nope. It's funny, when I watched his run, Ian's run on this, I noticed the score had changed on level 4, and I was starting to believe, I'd hate to think you took a snapshot and just tied them up, but no, it's not. The score, at the moment I've got 17,900, I've got more than that, I've already clocked the score. It just doesn't hold a 6-digit. Yeah. Come on. Get in there, pile. Got lots of fuel. There's no excuse, Daz. There's no excuse, Zeus, to not do this stage with all that fuel you've got there. Just got to take the time. I know it's annoying and it's boring. Yeah, they should have put an energy bar so you can tell how much punishment he's taking. Oh, good. See, it's getting there. Yeah, no, you. Unlike the 16 bits, yes, you have to hit this particular baddie anyway, there's a couple of them, face on. It doesn't do any damage if you hit them from the side. But on the 8 bits, well, this version anyway, you can, thankfully. Oh, that's close. Yeah, I've been playing this for 2 hours. I mean, I could have got this video up within the same day, literally. If I fail here, I'll do it again. But for the first 2 weeks, I didn't have my telly had to go in for repair. Finally, my CRT 28-inch panny, widescreen, flat TV, whatever you want to call it, had to go into the repair shop because there was a colour problem with it. So I've not been able to do it. Well, I have had a tiny screen, a spare, but I didn't want to play. I don't like playing games. Where my living room couch is, the screen would have been a lot nearer to me, and it's just not practical. So I thought I'd wait until we get the telly back. Come on, still got half my fuel. Don't get complacent, mate. Do not get complacent. Yeah, some people could say you annoyed you gave him Manic Miner, but no, not at all, because mine was an excellent run. I completed it without dying. Pretty good fast time too. And he only just shaved me at the end of the day. I was going to sit on my hard drive. No, let's give it to him. There's a good chance of being me because he was a specky boy, fanboy before I was. So there's a good chance if you got Spectrum in 1983 and 4, you were going to play Manic Miner. So yes, I do have to. I think I might change my strategy a bit. Like I said, he seems to be matching me quite well, if not beating me just, but beating me at platform games. So that should be a sign. Come on. But I've already decided now what I'm going to give him for the next challenge. And I'll let you know at the end of this video. Come on, die, will ya? Level 4 is the easiest level of the game. It looks like it's been half. It's been... Hey! Level 4. Let's get on with it. Brilliant. Okay. All lives intact still. Let's go for it. Yeah, there's not much to it. There's no backgrounds. There's very little aliens happening. Very little... You know, a couple of bits on the wall, spitting a few bullets out here or there. So it looks as if they've either, like you were saying, Ian was saying, they've either run out of time or they could be bothered, or they run out of memory. Because the green level, level 2, which is a ship flying level, at least that has a background too, but this doesn't, it's just black. Okay. Now all I've got to do is get past this level. To guarantee victory, I've got to get past this level without losing 2 more lives. I can afford one. I can afford 1 death. But I'm hoping on a perfect run here. That's what I'm kind of hoping, unless I make some stupid mistake. Because I've got full fuel. I've got, look, we're already on the Guardian. It might seem it's a short level, but it's exactly the same length in levels. I've looked at the maps, it's just because as you're a ship instead of a tank, the levels are quicker. You fly through them. Come on. Ooh. So get in there, pile them in there. Oh, took a bit of it there, no big deal. Yeah, good hits there. I don't know why I'm firing while I'm up there. Button power. No, I didn't get many hits there, did I? That wasn't very good. Get under him and fire. That's it. Left and right. Swing it round. Good. Ooh. Yes, the game I've chosen has been a game already chosen on the 8-bit challenge under a previous challenger. That's the rules. You can do that. You can pick the same game as long as it's a different challenger, or you can pick the same game if you've lost a challenge. But you can't pick the same game if you've already picked it, won it. Yeah, that's not allowed, even on any format. So it was like Novabug. I absolutely walloped him on Chucky Egg. I knew he would never beat me on Chucky Egg. I gave it to him on the Spectrum. Now I could have said, right, okay, your next challenge is going to be on the Amstrad now, and just keep racking up wins. That's not fair. You can't do that. But if you pick a challenge and you lose it, you can pick it again. It's always been a rule. Even if it's the same stick, it doesn't matter. Come on, let's finish this game. Yeah, I wasn't too sure when he picked this game. I thought, it's a good game, but I thought, oh no, I wasn't a fan of it on the 16 bits, really. I found it too hard for me. But it's funny how some games, when you start playing them, something clicks, or you think, you know what, I could do this, actually. I don't really see too much of a problem. Looking at the game and knowing what I need to do, that shouldn't be too bad, and you suddenly, you get with it. But there's other games where you know you just don't cope with them. So yeah, if you know there's a weakness for your player, like for instance me, I have a weakness for games which have 6 controls, left, right, up, down, 2 fire buttons. One of them you're having to frantically try and look down on your keyboard to see which one to change it. I don't like games like that. I'm not really happy about having those sort of games. You can have them on slow-paced games like the Trapdoor, because you need a fire button to drop and a fire button to tip. And that's fine because it's a very slow, methodical, very clever game. You can take your time. But when you're frantically trying to go sort of, oh shit, I need to change ship, or I need to change my weaponry, and you're looking down at the keyboard, and when you look up, you're dead. Don't like that. I'm not happy for those sort of games to be picked. No. Plenty of games with up, down, left, right and fire, or up, down, left, right and jump. It's like Ghosts and Goblins. You play that on the Spectrum, that requires 6 buttons. You need a separate button for jump and a separate button for fire, whereas on joystick it's up to jump unless you're under a ladder. So that's not so bad. Yay, right. Here we go, the home stretch. All lives intact. So yeah, stay away from the far left of the wall, that's what I remember. But yes, we do one of them. This is a bit tight here. Oh, that wasn't good. I should have gone up and shot those hearts. Yeah, that wasn't very good. Right, what else have we got? Some hearts. What have you got for me? What have you got for me? Nothing I can't get you. I've got some vegetable fuel anyway. Grab you. What the fuck? Oh, what? I was nowhere near that scenery. Oh man, I wanted to do a perfect run at that. Ain't fair. I was nowhere near that scenery. The game acted as if that was one of them. The game acted. I've got to do the whole friggin' stage again now. Oh, for Christ's sake! It's as if the game thought that sprite I shot was still there, because I was nowhere near the wall. I challenge anyone to go back and freeze frame that. I was nowhere near. That's BS, that is. I ain't happy about that. If I complete this now without losing another life, I'm going to regard it as a perfect run, because that stunk. I didn't collide into anything. I didn't get hit by bullets. I didn't do a careless manoeuvre. I certainly didn't slam into proper scenery. That's just bollocks, that is. I'm not happy about that. But anyway, I've got to shake that off my head, because I've still got to do the challenge here. Unbelievable. Piss poor, you guys, you programmers, for not checking things like that. I've got to do them again now. This is the thing I hate. You shouldn't have to go all the way back to the bloody beginning of the stage. It should be... I've defeated this one already. I should have been zipped back to just after this part here. You know, the beginning of stage 4B, in other words, not right at the beginning of 4A. I'll do all this again now. Freak's sake, that was such... That was bollocks, that was. Go on, I'm challenging any of you watching this. You freeze frame that and tell me if I was anywhere near that friggin' scenery. I was nowhere near it. I must have been about an inch. My left wing must have been an inch away from that wall. That's not on. Black mark there for the game. Black mark. Not the player's fault. Black mark for the programmers. So I've still a life ahead of him. Should be 2. So I mustn't die. If I die again, I don't mind dying if it's something I've done carelessly, or I've been hit by bullets or something, but not that way. That was just stunk. yes, if I lose one more life, then it goes down to score, and I can't actually remember what its bloody score was. We'll have to check it afterwards. But that is not the intention. When I get to that part again, I'm going to make damn sure I'm nowhere near it. So, come on, die, just die. I shouldn't have to bloody fight you again. I've already killed you. Would help if I had an extra weapon pod. Make things a bit easier. Yes, we're going to change format, I think, for the next challenge. It's about time. We've had a string of Spectrum games, and the Mutant's obviously not making the move to pick a different game, a different machine. So I'm going to have to do it, aren't I? I'm planning. Oh! See, now that's good collision detection, because I was close to it, but I wasn't. But where I died earlier, I was nowhere near it. I think even Mutant can come forward and agree on that one. He was warning me about the left-hand side, but I was way off that left-hand side. That should have been a... Well, I ain't going to say that because I haven't completed it. Like I'm saying, if I can complete this game now without losing another life, I don't care. I'm treating it as a no-death run. That was robbery. Oh, hurry up and die! I'm still firing up there. It's a habit. it's just a habit. My brain's telling me just to keep firing. Screw it. So just bullets there. That's it. Nail in. Get some more in. Come on. More there. Yes, right. Right. Let's not fall for that mistake again. No, too close. Damn it, I wanted that. That was a power pod. I wanted that. There is another one, so hopefully I'll pick up the other one. Yeah, good. Go on, hit him, hit him. There we go. Good, good. That's better. Stay away. Don't get too close to the wall. Screw you. I don't need you anyway, really. Here, him. Right, see, look. That's where I died. I was right there. I was nowhere near that wall. Like I said, as if the game treated the sprite was still there. Just absolutely stunk. What's this one? Fuel. Let's grab that. I've got enough fuel anyway. If I can get to this Guardian, this game's done. I shouldn't be able to, shouldn't board it up, but don't mind, I don't need fuel anyway. We're here already. Okay, this is it. I'm a terrible believer in jinx, but I'm going to say, Mutant, watch you fail, matey. Watch your fail of Xenon. This is how you properly play it. This is how you properly master a game like this, within just 2 hours of starting to play it. Oh. Yes, I played very well, man in mine, but I can't let that go by just a simple handshake and saying, well done, mate, you played very well, which you did. No, that's not a good enough thing to do. The way to counteract that is to beat him at his challenge, and that's what I tend to do here. I tend to put Xenon in my column. Come on, let's finish off. Just die, will you? Die! Got lots of fuel. Lots of fuel. That's it, pile 'em in, pile 'em in. Don't get killed, Dan, don't get killed. I've won the challenge. Pile in. Oh, he still wants more it. How many more do you want? How many more? Die, die, will you? Just die! Blow up! Fine. No, he still wants more hits. Tough little nut, isn't you? Come on. No, he won't die. I've clocked the score again. That's the second time. But he's probably got more score than me because he... Yeah! Thank you. Oh yes, Xenon in my column. Yes. There you go. That's how you complete Xenon within 2 hours of picking it up. There you go. That's how you play it properly. And as far as I'm concerned, because I got screwed there with that life death, I have completed this game flawlessly. I don't care what anyone says, because that was robbery. I challenge anyone again, anyone, to go back and pause that footage and you tell me I was anywhere near that scenery. That was BS. That's how you complete Xenon, and that goes back to me. So that's my counteract for my manic minor loss. So there we go. So no, at the moment, Mutant Catterpillar, no. Your new phase of winning lots of games in a row is not going to happen yet. Not if I got anything to do with it. We'll put that to a stop right now. So that is now 14-11. So we're back to 3 in it. Okay, but good game, but very predictable. And yeah, I did it within 2 hours. There you go. So victory to me. Yes. Hopefully you've picked up a few tips with that, and to see how a real Xenon player masters this game. Right, anyway, on to the next challenge. Yes, we are going to change direction a little bit. I think we need to put a different format in now. So it wasn't what I was going to do, but because we've had so many Spectrum games, I feel like my arm's been forced. So yes, it's time to check out your new challenge. So get your racing helmet on and your pedal to the metal, mate. It's coming up. Enjoy. Well, here we go, your new challenge, Turbo Outrun on the Commodore 64. One of those rare occasions where a driving game is bloody good on the Commodore 64. Buggy Boy was another good one, but most of them, like Super Hang-On, Enduro Racer, WEC Le Mans, Chase HQ, were absolutely pile of shit on the Commodore 64, really were. But this is a good one, and it's got fantastic music all the way through it as well. 2 great title screen musics. This is the first one, and once you get past this, there's another title screen music, but that's another story. But this is your challenge, mate. See how far you can get without continuing. That's it. See how far you can get, what stage you can get to. Try and match my level. If I don't get that far, well, if I get to stage 10, if you get to stage 11, you've won. If you match my stage, depending on how far it is, so in other words, lot of stages there's flags at the end, so if I die near the flags, then you've got to get that far as well if it's right at the end of the stage. Otherwise, if we both complete it, there's nothing else to fall back on. We've got to fall back on that stupid score system, which is loads of digits. Doesn't mean anything, but that's the only thing we can go by. So there won't be a draw in this. You're going to win or you're going to lose. So yep, get as far as you can without continuing. As soon as you run out of time, it's game over. Alright, so no time like the present. Let's get on with it. Right, I'm going to have automatic, I think, because manual's alright, but let's sod it, we'll go with automatic. And there's going to be, because I'm loading it in the original hardware via original tape, there's going to be a lot of loading times. The game takes ages to load, so I shall cut off from time to time, like now, and I'll see you in a moment. So here we go, beginning of the game, stage 1, let's get that engine revved up. Turbo! Yeah, it's a very rare occasion, it seems, that Commodore 64's life. There were some good racing games. I'm playing this on the Commodore 64 real hardware. And I'm using my Quickshot 2, not Turbo though, hence why you don't hear any clickies. I'll give the clickies a rest. So I'm playing it with my normal Quickshot 2 black model. Yeah, this first stage is it's okay, it's not too difficult, but there's an annoying cop car, which is that bastard you just saw, just will not let you pass sometimes. I'm kicking that turbo in a second, come on. Now. And that bloody Porsche. So there's two main cars that really piss you around. It's the Porsche and that police car, they just won't let you pass that easily. Yeah, so there's tight corners. There's 4 stages per load, and between each 4 stages you get the chance to upgrade your engine. You can see the score system at the top middle is bloody insane, but that's the only thing we got to fall back on if we either reach the same stage or complete it. As I said, no continuing. Yeah, this is, in fact, the first Outrun was easily the best on the Commodore as well. How ironic, most driving games on the Commodore 64 is absolutely crap, but Outrun and Turbo Outrun came off better than the other 8-bits. Whoa! God, sharp corners! Checkpoint, plenty of time there. Right, last stage of this section. Get to upgrade your car. So go, 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 baby! Sharp corner again. Come on, we'll get that turbo kicked in. Hurry up. Now. That's it. Get in there. Go, 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 go. Pedal to the metal. Get out of my way. Bugger off. Corners again. So yeah, I will be cutting off, as I said, it's a multi-load tape, you see, otherwise you'll have me chatting crap for 3 minutes at a time, and there's only so much you can talk about. So I should edit those loading times out. Checkpoint good. That's the first 4 stages done. That's it, and now we're going to upgrade my car. Yeah, I haven't decided what I'll do yet with it. Might go for a higher power engine, but we'll see. I'll see you back in a minute. Okay, what do we do? High grip tyre. We go for high grip tyre. Try and handle those corners a bit more. I mean, I don't know if it really matters which one you pick, first or second. Yeah, I just fancied high grip tyre. Right, and she usually takes off. There you go. Go on then, go in that crappy cheapo Porsche. Who needs ya? You'll be back. You'll be back. Right, so now it's the next 4 stages. Stages 5 to 8. So see you in a second. Right, so stage 5, I think is that Chicago? It looks a bit like Chicago in a way. Turbo straight in there. Yeah, there's a few nasty stages on this game. I mean, real nasty ones. I'm not going to go and tell you what they are because it's not a... no tips, you'll find out for yourself. But there's a few stages on here which require you to severely sharp turn. And if you don't time it right, you'll go colliding off the road. And on some of these stages, the tight limit is so tight that if you even stop for one moment, if you crash once, you can't do it. But there's other stages you can afford to crash once. See, that's a fast stage. Lovely, that turbo kicked in. Whoa! So you can get away from it. If it skims your bonnet, it will turn you around, you can carry on. But if you hit it harder, if you hit an obstacle on the side of the road harder than that, you will stop completely. Get out, you bugger. Nasty corners. Come on, turbo. That's it. Nice. Nice around the edge there. Good. Checkpoint. Good, good, good. Whoa. One of the nasty stages. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, nearly lost the car again there. God, look at these corners. That's what we want. Slow corners. Whoa. Not a very nice stage, this. Even got oil on the road. So let's kick it in again. Kick it in. Checkpoint good. Get me off this stage. Horrible. Okay, the last stage of the second heat. So I get to upgrade my engine again. That's if I don't mess this up. I think I'm going to go for high power engine next time. Leave the turbo to last. Can't hit the turbo yet. I haven't got enough. Now. Nice. That was well timed. Ooh, time's coming out. Come on. Where's that checkpoint? Yes. Whoa, right. Whew. Okay, that's the second lot of 4 done. So that's halfway through the game. 8 stages down, 8 to go. And now we get to upgrade my car again. So, yep, I'll see you there. Okay, yeah. No. Stick it to high power engine. Screw it. That just leaves the turbo. So we've got a high grippy and a high power engine. Good. I've got a reasonable turbo as it is anyway. Right, now what's she gonna do? Get back in the car with me, bloody gold digger. Oh, she's not getting in, she's already there. Well, how did she get back in? She was in the Porsche earlier. Supposed to see her come back from the Porsche into my car. I can imagine at the end of the game, both guys say screw it and leave her deserted on the road because she keeps going back from one to the other. That'd be quite funny. Rewind. So that goes to show that I'm using original hardware tapes. So yes, I'm going to turn the tape over now and we'll get on with the next 4 stages. Right, here we go. Stage 9. Rev the engine. Kick that turbo in. Go, go, go! This is a nasty section of 4. There's 2, in fact maybe 3 of the levels that are just horrible. The worst level of the game is stage 14. It's a snow level. It's dreadful. It's 14 and 15. 15 because there's the time limit is ridiculous. That's a make or break level. So let me get that turbo in. It plays very well. I mean, you know, it's just ironic that the Outrun games, which are so crap on all the systems, turns out reasonably well on the Commodore 64, a machine that's notorious for racing games, bad racing games. That's it, it's nice. Wait for turning and then kick that turbo in for the straight. Excellent. Yeah, the score system is bollocks, but what can you do? If you both finish the game, what can you do? You have to rely on it. If you both finish the game, there's no difference between you really, without continuing. The scores, as I said, is bollocks, but that's the only thing you've got to fall on. Will not be a draw. Lovely, that's it. Yeah, remember that turn, and that one, and that one. Nice sunset level. Actually reminds me of a level out of Operation Thunderbolt for some reason. Look very similar, except you're not driving a car. Well, actually, you're driving a Jeep, to be honest with you. Yeah, that particular level I'm thinking of, that goes in the screen, that has these colours. Yeah, you are driving a Jeep. Oh, you never get past these. No matter what you do, you can't help but hit them things. Look, it slows you right down. Get out of my way, a frigging cop car. Oh, fingers. Nasty turns. Whoa! Alright. This, I think, has got a hell of a lot of right turns. To the point I'm amazed I ain't going around in a circle. It's literally right all the way. So here we go again, slowing my turbo down. Look at that. I'm going to be going right so much, I'll be coming back on myself. Look at that, I've been literally in a circle now. There's a hard left, see, oh! Ooh, that was close. That was close. Yes, that's another 4 stages done. That was close. See, it throws you off. All those rights and your brain tells you it's right. Suddenly it throws a vicious left turn at you. Nasty, nasty trick, that. Nasty sportsmanship of the game. Right, let's go and upgrade my engine. See you there. Well, there's a turbo left in it, so yeah, there's not much choice. Special turbo it is. Come on. Oh, pressing the... Yeah. Special turbo, so I've got all the hyped up Ferrari F40 now. For the last stretch, and you're going to need it. What does she do? Does she bugger off in the car again? I think she does. Yeah, see? If I was them, I would just leave her at the side of the road. Let me playing yo-yo like that. So, yes, the final stretch, the final 4 stages of the game. And so far, you've got to get to stage 13, mate. But hopefully I'll get further than that. I'll see you there. Right, big sight, final stretch. Rev that engine up. Kick that turbo in. Final stage of the game. Well, final 4 stages of the game. Let's kick it in again somewhere. No, around this corner. I'll wait. Yes. Past you. Stage 14 is the worst stage of the game, easily. Stage 15 is worst stage of the game for a different reason, because of the silly small timer you have. One error on that stage, it's game over. You can't pass the checker flag in time if you crash on that level. I'm preparing for this stage 14, it's horrible. Here we go, worst stage of the game. Horrible. God, so many sharp turns. Oh, I nearly messed that up then. Oh, God, jeez, it just throws these corners at you. There's no indication that they're coming, it just happens. Oh, I nearly... Oh, I'm being let off the hook here. Oh, let's slow down a little bit on that corner. There we go. That's it. Well, there's a bit of outrun 1. Reminiscent there with the bridges over the road. Checkpoint. Oh, it's still close. See, look, I'm almost... God, blimey. This is horrible. You crash once on this stage, you can't do it. It's impossible. Come on, get out of my way. Get out of my way. Kick that turbo in. Go, go, go. Oh, see, another. I nearly blow off, blimey. Whew. Come on, stage 16. Give me stage 16 at least. So go, get out of my way! Yes, stage 16, last stage of the game. You've also got to get to this stage by continuing. Come on. Get as far as you can. Hopefully complete it, but get as far as you can anyway. Wrap those points up. Yeah, so if I was to get to the end of this stage and not complete it, and you die at the beginning of this stage, I still win the challenge because I've got a lot further than you, regardless of the points. You've got to get somewhere to where I have, or at least surpass it. Sort of like stop the express conditions. Come on, complete this. Get out of my way. This is supposed to be Los Angeles. 7 seconds. Move. Oh. Quick. Oh, momentum. Yes. Game completed. Oh, right. So that's it then. You've got to complete the game. You have to complete it without continuing. And we don't know what my score is yet, so we'll find out in a minute. We get a congratulations screen coming up, plus a route map, and then I guess it will show the score. So, yeah, I'm well relieved about that. Good. That's a completion. Excellent. Right. Don't know how much longer it is for the game over for the congratulations screen, but we'll pause it here. Yeah, down, 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 down. Yeah, cry, cry, cry. You're supposed to be crying in the car. But if she kept going from me to another bloke, from me to another bloke like that, I'd just happily say, right, get out of the car and get the bus. I'm obviously not that worth it to you. I think there's a little bit more loading now. Yeah, there is, because there's the route map. So again, we cut it here. Yeah, here we go. New York all the way to Los Angeles. Los Angeles. Through to Miami, been there. New York, been to Miami, been to Chicago. In real life, that is. And the only place I visited, well, no, I went to Las Vegas as well, and San Francisco. Oh, and oh Christ, what's it called? Seattle. There we go. Let's get my name in. So you've got to complete the game without continuing and beat, what is that? 12,034,340. So complete the game and beat 12,034,340. Then you win the challenge. That's it. And I don't want you to complain about this because it is a good driving game. Responds well, great music. And yeah, easily the best on the 8-bits, no doubt about that. US Gold actually put some of their heart and soul into something, published something pretty reasonable. Alright then, okay, there's your goal. Enjoy it. Until next time, looking forward to seeing what your next challenge is for me. And please go to my other, not my other channel, my opponent's channel, and subscribe to him. It'll mean a lot to him. And please put any comments below, your thoughts in this challenge below. And if you subscribe to him, then you'll see when the next challenge will come up, won't you? You'll be automatically notified. Make sure you click that bell. Okay, that's it from me. That's it from Zeus for the 8-bit challenge of this edition. Till next time, take care of yourselves. Zeus out.